my days the structure I badly needed. I had no idea how much I needed it until my life began to revolve around Xavier. Nothing takes your mind off your own problems quite like an infant with a diaper full of poop and an empty belly. He's so sweet and happy. He's the one thing that can turn my frown upside down, as my always cheerful mother likes to say. She drives me crazy with her peppy optimism and her "this too shall pass" approach to my young widowhood. What the hell does she know about it? She's never been married. To my knowledge, she's never been in a relationship that lasted more than 6 months. I was a result of a one-night stand with a man whose name she can't remember. Jaden and I were together for 6 years and would have been married the rest of our lives if it hadn't been for fucking bone cancer. You might be asking how I could possibly know that, being as young as I am. When you know, you know. Jaden was it for me. He got me in a way that no one else ever has or ever will. From the day we met in 9th grade at a rave that neither of us was supposed to be at, we were soulmates. We crashed into each other in a mosh pit, and he grabbed me, keeping me from being trampled. He saved me then, and he saved me 100 other times when I might have done something stupid to get myself killed. I had this weird desire to tempt fate back then, to do dangerous things, like riding on top of speeding cars and trying any drug that someone put in front of me. Doing that stuff made me feel alive because it didn't kill me. Jaden was the one to tell me to cut that shit out and stop acting as if I didn't care if I lived or died. He cared, and that was enough to get me to stop risking my life. And then he went and died on me. How is that fair? It's not fair, and you know it, I tell him as if he can hear me. I kick the stone because that makes me feel a little better. For a second, anyway. And then I wonder if maybe he can feel me kicking him, which is ridiculous. Welcome to the madness that is my brain on grief. Being here isn't doing a damned thing to help me, but at least the box is checked if Jaden is keeping score in heaven. I hate how early it gets dark this time of year. It started to mist since I came up the hill, which will make my hair huge and the trip down that much more dangerous. I used to love tempting fate, until I had someone else's baby strapped to my chest. Now there's nothing fun about danger. There have been days since I started working for Adrian that I honestly believe that my love for Xavier is the only thing keeping me alive. No, I'm not being dramatic. I didn't care about anything until I cared about him. Funny how a person could change from being the biggest risk-taking daredevil to caring so much about a tiny boy that you'd give your own life if it meant saving him. He's the cutest little thing with his pudgy brown cheeks and big dark eyes that look at me with so much love. Adrian keeps saying that Xavier needs a haircut, but I love his hair, which seems to get longer by the day. I even adore his tiny baby teeth and the way he drools when he smiles. There's no way to overstate the impact this job has had on changing the trajectory of my widowhood. I've gone from total despair to having a spark of hope burning inside of me. However, that spark is like a candle in a stiff breeze that could go out at any time. If it does, I don't want to think about what would become of me. Xavier has become tied to my survival. It's that simple. And that complicated, because the longer I work for Adrian, the more I realize that I've developed one hell of a crush on my boss and friend. But who wouldn't crush on him? He's gorgeous, with brown skin, prominent cheekbones, the same dark eyes as his son, and lips.